All right, and we are live. Good evening, everybody. I don't know how many folks we have in the chat right now. I don't have anything up to actually tell me what we have in the chat. I'm going to pull this down just so everybody can see, get a good look at our pretty faces. So yeah, welcome everybody. We've got a couple old timers, and then we got a newbie here on the live stream with us. We got
special
Claudio.
guest, huh?
That's right. We got a special guest. This is a fellow YouTuber and a guy we've been trying to link up forever to do one of these. So yeah, really excited about having you on tonight, and this will be fun. We're gonna talk some toys. We're gonna take questions. Looks like the room's starting to get some folks in there now, so we will. Any questions anybody has, we try to answer all the questions. So feel free to throw those at us. So let's just get started.
By the way, Cabe, you do realize that your camera's not up, right?
My camera's not up?
Yeah, we can't see anything. It's just a black screen.
No, we see him.
Oh, I see you.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Maybe you blocked me. Remember that comment you made earlier about not wanting to see me? Maybe you blocked me.
Oh, that's true. Okay. So, I can't see you, but that's fine.
I'm going to tell you what I really love is your Manny Petty kit back there behind you. That's what I really like.
I was going to say, this was going to be my big reveal tonight. That
oh, no.
Oh, man.
I am giving up collecting toys. And this is my new collection. This is where it's going now.
I was going to say, it looks like you're about to start a nail salon is what you're doing.
That's going to be the next venture.
Hey, I'm going to tell you guys, though, legitimate, I went and got a Petty over the weekend, and it is amazing. You can say what you want to say about it. It was amazing. So it was my wife's birthday, so I took her to get a Petty, and she insisted that I do it with her. So they put me in this massive chair that just massaged every inch of my body. And then a lady literally massaged my calves, my feet. It was an amazing experience. It will not be the last. It will not be the last.
I would be sweating like crazy. I
would have kept that to myself.
Man, listen, my feet come out silky smooth. Oh, they're so soft.
They're silky smooth.
Soft.
So jealous.
Oh, they're so soft. I just put lotion on them every day, keep them smooth and soft.
But in all seriousness, I'm in my wife's office right now because for some reason, when I was downstairs, I was getting terrible reception. So
we're figuring that all the plastic downstairs and everything must be like blocking your Wi-Fi from being able to make it down the stairs or something.
Probably.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's get into some quick introductions. Oleg, go ahead and start us out, man.
Hey guys, I'm Oleg from Mr Sintastic's Nerdy Collecting. For those of you that don't know, I do toy hunts, some toy, I wouldn't say reviews. What would you guys call it? Or overviews, I guess.
Overviews is a good word.
Stuff like that. I'm starting to dabble in that, and that's pretty much it. So
cool.
And now nails.
Now nails.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm going to do a separate channel for the nails.
All right, Dan.
All right, I'm ZacJacDan. I have my own YouTube channel as well, ZacJacDan, and then I got that second one, ZacJacDan #shorts, which I don't do a lot on there just because shorts don't do it for analytics anymore. So, also on Instagram, ZacJacDan. What I don't do the hunts like these guys do. I just do every videos. So if you're ever looking for a database of things, for example, every McFarlane toys, vampires, we'll talk about that today. That's the kind of stuff that I do.
Cool. And for our guest, Claudio.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Claudio. I have Instagram handle Claudio's Collection, as well as my YouTube channel, Claudio's Collection. I like doing action figure reviews whenever I do them. It's been slow, but I used to do a lot of it. But I like to take toy photography, toy photos, post it. I also work for a small company that a lot of people might know out there called McFarlane Toys. So that's what I do during the day. I'm a big toy collector, slowly getting into more toy brands, which I'm excited to talk to you guys about. And well, thank you for having me on, by the way. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Hopefully this won't be the last time. This will be the start of start of a good relationship where you can come on here with us when we do it every 6 months.
Oh yeah.
So, but
it's
now
actually only been I looked up to see when our last one was. It was December 7th. So
December 7th. Okay.
Yeah. So only 3 months.
That's that I was wondering. Hello guys, I'm Neca. You're on my channel, so you probably I would assume you may know who I am if you're actually watching us here on the channel. But I have to apologize, guys. I know there's been a lack of content on the channel lately. I had knee surgery right around Christmas, and just hadn't been doing a whole lot. Just kind of been and then I've been coaching ball. I've been coaching my kids ball, so that took up a lot of time. So I just the priorities of life, you know how that goes. It kind of gets in the way of things. So hopefully we're getting ready to get back to some semblance of normal on the channel. So we'll get back to doing some toy hunts. I really want to get back into doing more toy reviews. That is what I really, really love doing.
You need to come back and just do more videos because I'm tired of fielding questions about where you are.
Oh no!
I definitely get a lot of DMs on Instagram as to, hey man, where are you? Are you still alive? Are you okay? Yeah. What's going on? So I get that when you got a guy who does weekly videos and then he disappears for 4 months. It definitely, in this world, you never know. Somebody, fall over. You never know what happens. So. Yeah, but I do.
It's good that you have, a following that message.
People that care. That's right. It does. Every time you get a message like that, it makes you feel good. You're like, hey, somebody misses your content. So that's cool. Yeah. So
one extra push to get back into that review seat.
Exactly.
Well, it's funny. You posted some pictures on your Instagram the other day about your toy hunt, but then I never saw a video.
Yeah, I didn't do a video. I did not do a video. Me and the wife were actually out on a date. And we had to go to Target for her to return something. I said, well, hey, let me at least I ain't been in a toy aisle in literally since like November. So I was like, let me go. And, I've gotten so spoiled into just ordering everything and it comes to the door. My McFarlane stuff, that's Amazon. I just get everything on Amazon. Mayfex, Mezco, all that Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. It's got me so spoiled, man. It's just so easy to just drop a order in and it's here the next day or whatever. So
it's funny. You said you're on a date. It sounds like it's a JB kind of date.
That's right. That's right.
At Target.
Took a page out of his book and took the wife on a date to Target. But we actually
Friday night date night. We're here at Target.
we actually. In my defense, we were not in there very long. And that's why you only saw pictures, not a video. It was just, I said, hey, if I'm in the toy aisle, let me take a few pictures here, some figures I ain't seen. So that's what that was.
Yeah, you got to check out the toy aisle, man.
You're really close to the toy aisle whenever she's doing a return.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I had some time to spare. So, I said, why not? Why not go knock it out? But anyway, so that's
Claudia, what all I see turtles back there. I see DC back there. What all do you collect?
Yeah, I'm a big turtle fan. That's probably my number one go-to thing are the turtles and Spawn stuff. I have a lot of Spawn stuff. I've been collecting Spawn for years, since probably early 2000s. But I have all the old Spawn stuff as well. But a lot of turtles, some Power Rangers here and there. What else do I have kicking around? Getting into Hasbro, the Marvel Legends, finally. Late to the game, but that is growing quite quick. But yeah, I got turtles here, turtles all over here. Line of Batman, I have so much stuff that I have no place to display it. I'm so jealous of people that have like all the space for all
like a whole basement.
Yeah, like nice. A whole basement. Man, I have boxes literally right next to me. Actually, my laptop is on a pile of boxes full of product that I can't show because I have no space for it. But yeah, I have a lot of toys. I'm into Warhammer, so I do a lot of Warhammering.
Okay.
So that's where a lot of the space also goes to, is that kind of stuff.
Wesley, thank you for the kind words, bud. I have certainly been missing it as well. And one of the great things about this community is I knew my absence, you guys would pick up the slack. There's plenty of so many toy enthusiasts. It's crazy. there would be no lack of content. Now, this right here, Woody, so we got a buddy, Century TMC. I think one of his goals is to do some, a lot of vintage showcasing. So if you're not familiar, Woody, with Century TMC, he's a good buddy of ours. And he's actually getting ready to have his man cave kind of complete. And it's going to be a very vintage type man cave. In fact, you can kind of see right here, this vintage Sherwood forest. This is actually his right here. You can see that in the corner. I'm storing it for him until he gets back down here. But
yeah, he's trying to convince me to drive down with him next time.
I wouldn't think that would be even a question, bud. Why would you not? I have not
His
seen
dog.
you in person.
He's worried about his dog.
Man, it cannot go that bad again.
The last trip, almost killed my dog.
It cannot be that bad again, Hey, Figure Assassin. There we go. Figure Assassin. There's Seth. What's going on, fellas? Hey, Seth. Hope you're well. Kyle here. What's up, guys? Love it when you do lives. Happy I could catch it. Thank you. Thank you for coming out and supporting. And again, guys, if you have any questions, comments, throw them down here. We will try to get to every question. We may not be able to address every comment, but we will certainly address every question. So,
speaking of Century, did you guys see his Hidden Treasures video? That thing's got like over 100,000 views.
Yeah. I did. That is amazing.
That is wild.
I mean, you think
and what's funny is that like I was at that store a week before he was.
Yeah.
And did a video. Mine only got like 3,000.
Hey, 3,000 still good.
3,000 for me is actually pretty good, but I mean, it's crazy how his blew up.
I mean, that's higher than anything I've ever done, except for that one I had to pull down that had like 750,000 views, and I was like, I stole somebody's tent and put it up, and
that was probably good.
I mean, that was
probably smart that you pulled that one.
Yeah.
That was getting ready to be your second copyright strike right there.
That's it.
You didn't need that. But yeah, that was very awesome. Congratulations to Century on that. I had a conversation with him over the phone about a week ago on that one. I think it was around 90K at that point. And, I was telling him, even the big dogs in our community, the Shartimus Primes and the Pixel Dans, those guys aren't hitting 100K on a video. I mean, to hit 100K for a guy who's got, 5,000 subs or whatever he's got, that's nuts, So pretty awesome. Congrats to him.
It was a great video. He did a great overview.
It is. Well, his content warrants those types of views. He does a great job. So it's pretty amazing to see that.
I gotta check this out.
What's that?
I gotta check this video out. I gotta see what you guys are talking about.
I hope that particular shop can recognize some kind of traffic from that type of view. Yep.
Well, hey, now check this out. This is pretty cool. And they weren't sure which one of us did it, but me and Century both did a video at Gamers Alley when he was down. And in that video at Gamers Alley, they had a full, complete inbox USS flag.
Right.
Someone drove from Alabama based on one of our videos and bought that flag.
Wow.
Is that not cool? That's pretty amazing.
How much was that flag?
Yeah,
I think it was like 4 or 5K. It was pretty big.
That's
it was complete in a minty. The box looked like it just come out of Toys R Us. It was crazy. Claudio, you are a Spawn guy. I love Spawn, but I hate 7-inch. Are there any true 6-inch scale Spawns out there?
Not currently. You're gonna have to rewind to 2006 if you want the smaller scale Spawn stuff. But and to be honest, that's my go-to. I love the old Spawn figures. They're not so much action figures as posed statues.
Right.
But you want beautiful 6-inch statues. Sometimes they're 7-inch, but they're gorgeous. Go back to those, like they're always going to be there and they're always going to look fantastic. So I have a ton of them. So
with this 30th anniversary, those newer figures that he's got out, those are part of those are statues, right?
Yep. I think the only ones that aren't a statue are the 2-pack, the Spawn and Todd 2-pack. Right. But the Spawn 311, beautiful statue with the Wakanda Forever cross. It's such a cool idea. When I saw it, I kind of semi teardrop. It was a nice touch.
Hey, Manke, pull up that shot right there.
Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Look at that. So
is the spawn here from the far left? And I actually had this one for a period of time. Is that literally just a reissue, or is it slightly different? Is the color a little different? Okay, it's just a retool. Okay,
it's a retool. So I have the original too. You said you have it. I pulled mine out when I saw this one. Looks totally different. The old one.
Okay.
I think the old one is around the 6-inch. This is one of the remakes, but the original one looks a little bit thinner, little like different, completely different gun. Altogether.
Yeah.
So it is, and this one's a little bit thicker as well. So it does look pretty awesome, but it's a completely different redesign of the original spawn.
It'll be on my spawn shelf, that's for sure. I've got it pre-ordered. Actually, I have all of these pre-ordered.
You got them all. Nice, good stuff, man.
I even think like the 70s version, I guess here, I guess that's like the original concept. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I even think that's pretty cool. And then you get a Todd figure to go with it. So,
and you know what? That Spawn figure is completely brand new, and I love the weird design of it. It's just nice to see that in a 2-pack. It's just it's been 30 years, and I'm saying that as a fan, like it's a nice touch to have the beginnings of something that we all love. But it's sick. I love that stuff.
Yep. Yes, Fish Tropic. I agree. It is cool to see a lot of returning support there. But I just bought the Last Ronin book yesterday and finished an hour ago. Man, I love it. I already got Last Ronin figure on the way and bought Raph last night. What a great story. I agree with you there. I really enjoyed that story. I did not like the way Raph went out. I think he should have went out a little stronger than that, but that was a good story.
He did take Karai out, right?
He did. Yeah, I mean he took out one of the big dogs, but I would have liked to see him last a little longer.
Yeah.
So Claudio, are you around for a lot of these signatures that Todd has to do for these figures?
No. So I'm pretty sure he signed these in Arizona. I'm up in Canada. So the main marketing department is actually in Canada, South Ontario based. And then we have another office in Quebec, which he may have done it there, but I don't think so. I think this was all done in Arizona.
And he does it there in Arizona, then takes each one of the signatures and sends it overseas to get it put in the package.
Yeah, I've seen him sign. When he signs comics, like he jets right through it. I've never seen someone sign faster than him. Maybe only Ozzy Osbourne.
And be able to still read it.
Yeah, and and it's nice. It's nice and long, and it's legible. He kills it. Yeah,
it's probably. I mean, if you think about it, it may be the most iconic signature. You can see it from a mile away. When you see his signature, that's Todd. It's really cool. There's a lot of guys in the comic book industry. You can't tell what they're. You can't tell who it is. If it's signed on a comic book or whatever. If you didn't know who it was, you can't tell. Todd, there's no question that's who that is.
He, even looking back at his old comics, like even when I was going to school and growing up, like when I was super young, I was drawing Spawn. Spawn and Wolverine are what got me into art school. And I based my signature off of a scroll, which is what Todd did. His old signature was a scroll, right? So he's always had like a recognizable signature. And I thought that was always cool. And that kind of falls in the same line. Like the comic covers, you can always tell that's Todd's logo. Same with his autograph here. You can always tell it's Todd. They always look perfect, like the same.
That's right.
Crazy. Yeah.
All right. So speaking of turtles, what are thoughts on NECA slowing down the turtle cartoon and Archie comic lines for the time being? Claudio, start us off on that.
That I just saw that. That is pretty awesome. I don't think I'm gonna get it, to be honest. I haven't collected any of the NECA Toon stuff for ages. I can't remember the last one I got, to be honest.
Now, do you still have them?
I actually have my entire display to this side here is all the NECA Toons. But I have a box of figures from that line that I don't want to display because it gets like almost too overcrowded for me. So like it got to that point where I realized that I got to stop collecting these figures. And it's probably been at least 6 months since I picked one up, one of the NECA Toon lines. But it's not the last time I picked up a NECA turtle figure. Like, I have the Universal Monsters. I'll still collect those, but for the Toon line, there's just so many variants too. Yeah, they're really deep, going for those deep cuts, and
which is great.
Great, yeah, keep it going. It's not for me, but if it's for somebody,
I do understand why it has slowed down.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
I did get the first sewer. I still got to figure out if I'm going to do this one by I guess this week, because I think it's going up to 5th.
Yeah. Is this the sewer or just that play set with the machines and whatnot?
I'm going to assume it's the second sewer diorama.
Oh, okay.
Because they were going to do 3 sewer dioramas, and the lab was going to be 1, the living room, and then.
Oh, damn! I thought that was just like the room decor, like an accessory pack. Oh, damn! If that's going to be a sewer, that's pretty cool.
So does the street diorama like just fit right over it?
I haven't even got out of the box yet. I don't have any room for it yet. I got to rebuild some shelves.
Because I have the street diorama, and like it'd be cool if like it just kind of would fit.
It does.
On top.
Yeah, it sits right on top of it.
Yeah, that was the point of it, was to have it be able to sit on top of the sewer, so you have that sewer underground.
Right. Oh, that's awesome.
And these are supposed to go.
If you haven't seen it in person, it's pretty big.
These are supposed to go side by side with each other underneath. So here's the next one that's coming out, though. You got the darker version of the Rex 1.
So cool.
I don't know if I'm going to like this one and the big Krang. I don't know if I'm getting them. I still haven't decided yet.
The big Krang is a big ask, but it's Krang. He's one of the core.
Man, yeah.
And how badass would it be to have a big Krang and android body, man? Like, if there's one character in that entire franchise I would want a big version of, I want the Krang.
Which was like what? That was episode 1 or 2 or something of the show. Maybe 3.
But probably around there, yeah. Where he grows, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just think of like all the Ninja Turtle games, and the pre-boss is always big android body Krang.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ninja Turtle games, do you guys see that the Nickelodeon Ninja Turtle arcade game is finally coming out on home consoles?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, my buddy just told me about this yesterday. I had no idea. Yeah, tell us about
it. That game is great. It probably came out like maybe about 5-6 years ago in arcades. I see it at Dave & Buster's. It's basically just an updated version of the old game, but in that kind of Nickelodeon artistic style.
So it's a side-scroller beat 'em up?
Yeah, and it's awesome. Ooh. It's very dynamic. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it's coming out, I think, I want to say like middle of this month.
Oh, no. Oh, it's that soon, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're celebrating their 40th anniversary this month. I think it's this month or March. Yeah.
So this is
it's a really fun game. Obviously multiplayer. It's really good.
That's cool. I'll be all over that. I'm assuming coming to all consoles, Switch,
PlayStation, to everything. Yeah. Yep.
So I'll have to buy a couple different versions of that.
Yeah, like I said, it's got that like Nickelodeon like art style. So
yeah.
It looks a little different, but it's a beat 'em up just like the rest.
So which version of the Turtles is it based on? Is it like the 2012 Turtles or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's 2012. Okay, that'll be cool.
Yeah. Every time I'm going to be playing that game, but I'm going to be comparing it to Shredder's Revenge because that game is like peak Turtle beat 'em up.
It is. Shredder's Revenge somehow became one of my favorite all-time Turtle games ever.
Oh, absolutely.
It just did. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Yeah.
All
right. They keep updating it.
So Dan, talk to us about this. What you got here?
So coming in the toy book, 40th anniversary there, I guess, of this magazine. The Neca has teased their first shot of, and I'm probably going to say his name wrong. Is it Limburger or Limeburger? You know, man?
Sure. I do not know. I do not know.
I think it's Limburger, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I gently remember him. It's vague. It's a vague remembrance of this guy. See, I remember the Biker Mice toys much more than I remember the cartoon. So
it's the mice themselves.
just the mice themselves, because I had some of those as a kid, but I didn't really know a lot about the lore around biker mice. So it'll be, it would be cool to learn more about the characters themselves.
I remember having that old toy, and he had a removable mask, didn't he? I had the garage, the old biker mice garage.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
And it had like a locker with all these old tools in there. The cutest thing ever. I wish I had it still, man. But
yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So Limburger. Anyway, so he's the reveal for this. It looks like he's very limited in articulation because of that huge jacket, though.
Yeah. I'll probably pick him up, even though I don't know anything about him. I'll pick him up. $35, why not? Those look fantastic.
So you got yours ordered already? I assume.
Definitely.
So are they coming your way yet?
No.
Yeah.
Mine's coming from Big Bad Toy Store. They have not.
Okay.
They haven't. Big Bad Toy Store that I'm aware of has not come out and released anything yet.
Yeah, those are gorgeous.
They are. Those look amazing. The hips are slightly dated. That's a very Toy Biz hip right there. But I can get past that. These look fantastic. Look at the face, the head sculpts, the facial expressions. Those
and they got the scale right. Each one's a different size. Too, so that's awesome.
They did. One thing I respect so much about this company is, they put out some original solicitation images of these, and people just went nuts over the articulation or the lack thereof. The company went back to the drawing board and made it right. They added a ton of articulation. You got to respect the company for that. I'm going to support them just for that, period. Being willing to listen to the fans and say, okay, this might cost us a little extra money to go back and redo this, but if it's what the fans want, it's what they need, let's do it. So you got to respect that. And I think that's how we ended up with the Toy Biz hips, because originally that's not how they looked, So.
Yeah, they don't bother me. At least looks like their pants are dark blue, so it kind of hides any kind of lines, I
agree. I think as long as those hips, as long as the color looks as good as it does in these images, as long as there's not a difference in the color between the thighs and the pelvic area, I think we'll be good.
Well, this is the figures. Somebody's already gotten them out of package, and this is them.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. These almost look like renders.
They do look like renders. Yeah. Whoever took those photos, they did a good job.
They're clean.
Yep. Yeah, that looks great, man. It's funny. Little companies like this, man, these guys, Premium DNA, they are killing it. They are doing some quality looking stuff, and they're just small companies, they're not huge.
They did the Battletoads, right? Is that the Battletoads?
The Battletoads is Premium DNA. Yeah,
they got the Barnyard Commandos, the Mad Balls. Earthworm Jim should be coming out here soon.
Dude, I finally got my Barnyard Commandos out, and man, they are perfection. They are perfect. You can't find a flaw on them, just like the Mad Balls. Just like the Mad Balls, not a flaw on them.
Now, did you open your Battletoads yet?
I have not opened the Battletoads yet.
But you didn't get the big guy, did you?
I did not get the big guy. I just bought the Toads, and I'm like, am I going to get the big? I don't know. I'm hoping at some point they'll run a sale on the big guys, and I'll grab them.
Start with the main cast.
Exactly. Just get the Toads mainly. So.
But I love the fact they got the helmets with these too. So I'm assuming you're going to get the bikes too then when they come.
Yeah, I'll definitely be getting the bikes. You can't get how can you get biker mice and no bikes?
Yeah. Are those swappable heads, or are they push on? Do they push on?
I'm gonna assume those antennas, they got to be swappable.
Yeah. The old ones, the antennas pushed into their head when you put the helmet on. It looks like
true. Yeah, you're right. You're right, because I've got a couple down there, and one of them has their helmet on, and you're right. They actually push down into their head. That was kind of cool.
They look
so nice. With amazing detail. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to jump to McFarlane real quick because they did do a reveal today.
Oh yeah.
So you got your first appearance. I think this was issue 27 or 28 of Detective Comics.
Yeah, 27.
27.
Now tell me this, and this I need some Batman fans to chime in, or maybe one of you guys know. Why the purple hands? I really do not know. Why the purple hands? What is that?
I have no idea either. I
have no idea.
All right, so in the comments, somebody figure out, even if you got to Google it, somebody in the comments figure out why Batman has purple hands.
And how long did that last?
Yeah, and how long? I mean, is that like some latex gloves that he had on for his detective work? Like, what is the purple?
That's a good idea. That's a good assumption, man. I like that one.
Yeah, I mean, you might think maybe just didn't, he didn't want to.
Well, back in the day, they didn't make rubber hospital gloves purple. I think they were more of a blue back then. You can imagine being like, let me put on my detective gloves so I don't get any fingerprints on things.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to see how it looks in the comic. I can't imagine it looks very good with pink hands in the comic,
Right.
Yeah, I did a little bit of research when I saw this figure, and I had to go back in the comments, and I was like, why the hell purple hands make no why? It's so bizarre. Yeah.
Collective Disconnect may have nailed it. He had Undertaker's gloves on. That's possible.
That was way before Undertaker, so I think Undertaker stole it from him.
Yeah. So guys, in the comments, we know. So I see a couple of people saying this is first appearance. We get that. We just want to know specifically why does he have purple hands? That's what we're trying to figure out.
Or why did he switch to the standard black spike gloves?
Right. Yes, exactly. Why didn't he roll with the purple hands?
It's so weird to see a Batman without with the horns or the spikes, right? It's so weird.
Yeah, it is.
I just noticed I got the wrong Batman back right here. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I do have to ask this. Somebody mentioned the fact that in this first appearance he had a gun holster.
Mm-hmm.
And McFarlane is not putting guns with these figures anymore.
Nope. He's got a wrench.
He does have a weapon. Yeah. So can we talk about why we can't get guns anymore in these?
It's a Warner Brothers agreement.
Licensing.
It's a licensing issue.
Yeah.
It's not like we wouldn't want to, right? We have before.
Yeah.
But Warner Brothers said no. And even when I look for, like, I find all the McFarlane Fan Day photos throughout the week, and like I have to stay away from photos that have like a gun in the shot, or when the image is directed towards the viewer. I got to stay away from that because Warner Brothers has a strict rule against that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
you can obviously tell that by McFarlane's Spawn line. There's no shortage of guns and weapons there.
There's a ton of guns there.
Right? That's right. So that goes. It's definitely not a McFarlane thing. It's got to be something in the licensing agreement. So.
Exactly, and that's why we still give trigger fingers for characters that have guns in the comic. I don't know if that's why. I'm assuming that's why.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, just get your guns from somewhere else, like the munitions pack.
Well, and I was going to say, didn't McFarlane put out a gun pack?
For Spawn, pretty much, I think, though.
Yeah, they were promoted using Spawn, but I mean, the first munitions pack came with two guns for Peacemaker.
Huh.
Yeah.
So look at the last comment there from Collective Disconnect.
Yeah.
Yet they have huge guns on the recently released Batpod. Did that one slip through, I wonder?
I don't know, actually. Actually, funny that you mentioned that. If you go to the retailer shots on the website, there's a reason why the shot of the back of the box is not on there. Because there's a photo of Catwoman shooting the gun. Warner Brothers like,
right, because she's on it, and
she's on it.
Yeah.
But it's weird that the Batpod came with guns. It's weird that the Batmobile didn't.
True.
I'm bummed out by that. I have it sitting here, and I'm like, if only you had guns, you would be perfect. And I saw recently someone custom made guns for the McFarlane Toys Batmobile. I'm like, man, that's badass.
Ramen Toys has it.
Is that okay?
Yeah, Ramen Toys has a kit for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, I have to reach out because that looks incredible. That's what the Batmobile is missing, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Now, you got both Batmobiles, right?
What's that?
What was that?
You got both of Batmobiles, the one with him and without.
Yeah, I ended up getting both. Yeah. I only opened up the original. I didn't open up the second one.
Yeah.
So just another big box in the corner, you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm noticing on the back of the box here, this Batman on the back of the box does not have the purple hands, right?
He doesn't.
He does not have it.
You look in the comic though, he has purple gloves.
He does.
Maybe it's a shadow effect. Maybe
That's what I was thinking. Like maybe it's some kind of weird shadow effect from like light. Who knows?
Weirdly enough, no one in the comments has come through for us right yet on why the hands are purple.
Help us, yo.
All right, so what we got next, Dan? What's up next? We had more reveals than this one, right?
So
I
this
like
was
that
the
one.
Nightfall.
Oh yeah.
I like Nightfall, man. Ooh, that's nice.
I love
that. I got my blue one right here. Where is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's in the hallway. I don't have him here.
You did a review of the blue one, right?
I did it of Hush.
Oh, Hush. That's right. You did Hush Batman. Okay. I remember one that I watched on the channel. Yeah, this one right here looks great. I love the gray and the black. Just always looks good with Batman.
Yeah, with that yellow, just it's striking. The contrast is fantastic with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get this one, and then I saw that it was sold out. And I'm like, man, maybe I should have got it.
Wait, so you don't get the toys for free? What's going on?
No, I don't get toys for free. It doesn't work like that. Sometimes I have to, if I'll get product sent to me. For example, like I went to the Dune premiere yesterday, so they sent me a bunch of the products to take photos of at the premiere.
Okay.
So they'll send me on special occasions free stuff.
Now, do you have to go through like the rest of us, like go to Target or BBTS, or do you have like another?
Yeah, exactly. I just go to the McFarlane toy store, and I order it the same way you guys do. Like I'm in the same exact boat.
So let's talk a little bit about that because I've wanted to go to the McFarlane store and order stuff, but their shipping is ridiculous.
Dude, I'm from Canada.
I was gonna say you probably have no sympathy up in Canada for us, right?
Like when I ordered, I can't remember what it was a Build-A-Wave I ordered 4-pack, and I think it was like $100 total, or just over 100. The shipping was $94.
Ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
It was too much, man. It's crazy to get stuff over here, but sometimes I have to bite the bullet, for some much needed product.
Now, does McFarlane, is it in all the Toys R Us up there?
Yep. McFarlane's in Toys R Us, Walmart up here as well, which is different than the Walmarts in the States. And I know that. I know like you guys have basically sections for toys, like the Neca wall and this wall. We just have a toy line. Here's your boy toys. Here's your girl toys. Have at her. You got Hot Wheels on one side, McFarlane. There's never any NECA, like in Walmarts. Like our Walmarts get pretty shafted. It's the Toys R Us that we get all this good stuff. Toys R Us.
Yeah. You guys are so lucky you still have Toys R Us. I'm so jealous.
I know, man. Golly, it's funny. Like when I started toy hunting, that's my favorite store in the whole world goes out of business.
That's where, before, I would do the channel, and when I just was out collecting for years now. I mean, everything, most of my collection came from Toys R Us.
Yep.
But the prices end up getting ridiculous, so
they did.
Yeah. I like this.
Not too bad. It's not too bad now.
Okay, they're not. And Toys R Us are not bad anymore.
No, like I can find like a NECA deluxe for $45 Canadian, which is, or 55, sorry, Canadian, which is probably like 40 for you guys, like the usual price. So with the conversion rate, it's basically I get it for the same cost. Yeah.
So this one's very interesting because of the fact that it's got all these individual blades for him in the back.
Yeah.
So it's not just a repaint of the.
No, it's brand new.
It's brand new. Yeah. It's a brand new toy. I think the legs are the same.
Yeah.
I believe the legs are the same. I think that's the only thing that is the same.
That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome right there.
I want this one, man, but I wanted the blue one, the 90s blue Nightfall or Azrael. I want it so bad.
I got it there.
You didn't pick that one up? You never got that one?
It wasn't in Canada. It was a Walmart exclusive, I think.
Oh, that's Target, right. One of the two. Yes, you're right. It was an exclusive.
So all those exclusives that are at Walmart, I can't get, but they will eventually go to Toys R Us. That's the thing. Like all the exclusives that you guys get eventually comes to Toys R Us, but like way down the line. Yeah. This one's really, really nice. Oh, the shot of the back looks so cool on the side.
It does. That looks awesome.
I feel like on the other one, like the colors were a little muted.
I agree.
Yeah.
This one,
this one's very dynamic.
It also has silver on the hands, where the other one just had the blue, had the blue hands. So that was one thing, and I really like that figure. I have that figure. That was one thing I do wish if they could have just got those claws in silver.
The claws.
That's all we needed. Silver claws.
Yes, it would have did so much for that figure. Just that little piece of detail would have did so much. And I've actually saw some guys go and custom, go and just do a quick custom paint on it, and it looks great, even with just like just a regular guy who's not even necessarily a customizer, but just throwing some silver paint on it looks really good. But I'm glad they went ahead and just did this one in silver.
Now this silver looks very chromy. I'm noticing like it's very punchy right now.
It's very Colossus.
Yeah,
silver. It's a very, very. So where did this appear? What comic storyline?
This was
Nightfall.
No, not Nightfall.
No, it wasn't Nightfall.
Night Send.
Oh, Night Send? Nightfall, Night Send? I think it was Night Send.
Yeah.
And Nightfall, he was just in that kind of blue.
Yeah. I got confused with the previous figure.
Yeah.
All these knights. Yeah.
So Todd's changed his ankle articulation, hadn't he?
So it's Night's End.
Night's
End. Yeah, not Night Send. Night's End. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you for the man.
Claudio, it's looking like he's finally changed the ankle articulation. I never even noticed that.
Yeah, they're no longer ball pegs. Same with the wrists. Now they're molded.
Good.
Which is, it's been like that for a little while, but some of the figures, admittingly, that we've been releasing, if they're like repaints, you get the old ball peg. But all new figures going forward, they're molded ankle joints.
Much better.
Yeah, it looks good. That does.
It looks so goofy with the ball joints. So goofy.
Though I wish that he had put extra hands in here, because just having fisted instead of these beautiful claws.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, show the claws. Oh man, good point. Yep.
Man Cave, did you get the Mayfax Azrael?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Actually, beautiful.
That's a great
one. Beautiful.
It's a beautiful toy. Oh man.
So this one is a lot of controversy because of the price going up on this one. Hopefully that's not a thing that's going to go viral on all the lines that come out. It's just a one-off for this one.
Yeah, that was just a weird one-off situation.
That looks so much better than mine.
Man, look at that. That is a beautiful. Whoa, that is a beautiful figure right there.
Man,
yes.
Yeah, it's got all the bendy wire in the cape. It's not a big cape, and there's a ton of accessories and hand options with this guy. But yeah.
Look how sick that looks, man. Like, you don't get any cooler than that. You don't get any more 90s than that.
Camera to focus. There it goes. There it goes.
Oh
yeah. That's about as 90s as you can get right there.
Yeah.
I like how thick those claws are.
Yeah, they're nice and thick. They're chrome. They're chrome. So he looks really cool.
I have the old Kenner one still.
There it goes. I was gonna say I lost.
The Kenner one. The Kenner one is great. And actually the old DC Universe it wasn't a classic, but was it classics? It was a classic. Yeah. That one looks really nice as well. That's a really good figure from back in the day.
Okay, T3 thinks that he wore the purple gloves to protect himself from radioactive materials or sources.
Okay.
I mean, I could believe that. Sounds cool. Sounds like something he would probably do.
Yeah. I guess he wasn't worried about the rest of his body getting taken on dose. He was just worried about the hands, maybe.
Yeah, man. Can't do much without the hands, I guess, right?
That's
Can't throw batarangs without your hands.
Can't have those hands radioactive. All right, so who in here is in for this entire wave? Anybody in for this?
I didn't do it. I didn't pull the trigger.
I didn't do it.
I just want the Spectre. I just want the Spectre.
I love the Spectre, man. That figure looks so cool, dude. I know a lot of people hate the cape. I love the cape.
Yeah, I love the cape too. The funny thing is, I'm not even that big of like a Spectre fan from the comic books. He was okay in the stories, but this figure makes me love him he just looks so cool in figure form. You know,
he does. Honestly, I had no idea who he was. So whenever these figures come out that I don't know who they are, I always look at some comics. I Google who they are, just to get some backstory, just so I know what I'm talking about in comments. But yeah, this guy, phenomenal. Looks so cool. He looks like a cool toy, and that's I think why I want him. He just looks like a fun toy. Basic, but he has a hood, cool cape. Nice green too. That green and white.
The reason I bring up this sore subject again is because this came out this week, a platinum edition of the Spectre. So I'm assuming that since this is a McFarlane Toy Store exclusive, periodically platinums are being sent out in the when you buy the full lot.
Yeah. So this specifically, my buddy Rob texted me this exact photo. And he asked if I knew anything about it. I had no idea about it until today. Again, sometimes I don't know about the gold labels and the platinum chases. Sometimes I don't know anything about them. But I'm assuming that's what they're going to be doing at the stores, sending out some of the platinums like they did with Catwoman.
But this isn't going to the stores. This is a McFarlane Toy Store exclusive.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to be doing with this one, to be honest. I have no idea if they're going to be sending it out with people's orders. I'd be pissed if I got this one.
I kind of would too.
Yeah.
That's funny. You would until you go and sell it for $100.
Yeah, I was going to say until it goes for 100, 120 on eBay, you know.
At least.
But it's still, although I would want the classic look, this is a cool look. If you had this on your Green Lantern shelf, it would look really nice. You know, it's a cool looking figure. But as you said, I think most people would probably want that classic look. You know, at least if they were only going to take one. If you wanted one of the two, you're going to probably want the classic look.
You know what, man? I've always been I'm like iffy about chases. Like I want to know what I'm ordering. Like if I want this, I want to order it. You know, and if I get a surprise in the mail, like an artist proof when I really wanted the color, like I'm gonna be pissed, man.
That would be so awful.
Yeah, I would be upset. So, you know, I have a love-hate relationship with chases like this. I'd say keep them in the store, let people chase after them. You know, like I don't know. That's me. Like, not
I agree with you, especially like you just said today with those Batman figures selling out as fast as they did. What's going to happen? I mean, if they decide they're going to chase one of those, and you're like, well, wait, I didn't want the blue one again. I wanted the black and gray.
And now it's sold out, and I can't find it anywhere. You know, you got to sell that one and then go on eBay.
Man Cave, you all right? You muted.
Oh yeah.
A buddy of mine just texted me and said, "Man Cave, wake up and stop yawning on camera when you're live. I know it's past your bedtime. You should have took a nap." Thank you, buddy, for supporting and watching, but not so much for critiquing my yawn. Honestly, it is past my bedtime. I cannot lie. I am such a early to bed guy. I'm an old soul at heart. So
are you still getting up at like 4 o'clock in the morning for work?
Yeah, man, I get up at 4 o'clock. I work from home, but I like to get going early so I can get off early, you know, and get to, you know, doing stuff with the kids. So yeah, I mean, when you're getting up at 4:30 in the morning, man, 7, 8 o'clock at night, your body is telling you it's been a long day, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
Let's see.
So I want to talk about the vampires. I think these look awesome.
Yeah,
they do.
And again, they're Walmart exclusives. So Claudio, you're struggling to get these?
I'm out. Yeah, I can't find them. I've never seen them ever.
They're all over the place down here.
Yeah,
man.
Is that so? Is that all of them right there? That's everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all the ones that's been released so far. That I've seen.
Cool
have all of these been released?
Already? Nightwing has not yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen Nightwing.
Yeah,
he's coming.
The Green Lantern one is amazing.
It is. That's the best one.
That Green Lantern.
I think it's the best one too. Yeah. I do want that Batman axe though.
Yeah,
I love that axe.
You just want the axe itself, and not the Batman.
I just want the axe, man. Give me the axe.
That Robin's great too.
Yeah, he's the one that's in the stores right now.
Yeah, he's the one in the stores now. Yeah.
Now, Dan, are you doing these? Are you getting?
I'm not going. If I was like full on DC like I used to be, I probably would get this because it's
probably would. Yeah.
But with me just trying to get the basics, I'm not doing it.
You know, I so bad wish that Marvel Select, and it's off subject from what we're talking about. I wish they would go back and do the zombies.
You
remember those figures,
man?
Yeah,
those were so nice.
Good figures. And they only did what, about 5 or 6 maybe, something like that. They were so good.
Yeah, they had Cap, Spidey.
Yeah, the Cap and Spidey.
Sabretooth and Magneto.
Magneto, and there's one more, right?
Cap, Spidey, Sabretooth, Magneto, Hulk. Yep, the Hulk looked awesome. So hey, all glad to see you again. Hey, Damien, it's good to see you on here as well. My most wanted Batman figure is still Mad Hatter, Batman 66 preferred. Okay.
I just want the regular Mad Hatter. Yeah, I definitely want to see some more Batman Rogue Gallery.
Yep. The last,
they're coming. They're coming.
You'd have to assume we'd get a Mad Hatter from the Arkham games at some point, and then just a classic Mad Hatter, you would think.
Yeah.
Now, how's the license going right now? We still good for a few years then, or?
Oh yeah, we are. Yeah.
Okay.
We just renewed the license.
Oh, awesome.
Maybe like earlier last year we renewed it. There's a big post about it, but for a few more years.
Yeah. Scarface is.
It's good to hear that someone likes the Batman 66 line. It's always nice to see comments about those figures. Or
if I had more room, I would have collected that too. It just kind of going back and forth between 6 and 7 inch like they did. That kind of threw me. I don't really like 7 inch, but I love these figures.
Yeah.
I actually picked up most of the 66 line. At least the main characters.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get like the ones with like the snorkel or like
boxing gloves.
Yeah, those are like.
but they're awesome too. I mean, say for example, we collect so much, but what if that's the one thing that someone collects is the Batman 66? Then you go so vague with it, and you help them to fill in that collection.
Yeah.
But I got like all the main villains and the Batmobile. And
I'm jealous you got the Batmobile. That's cool.
The Batmobile was really, I love that Batmobile.
So the Batmobile was a little small.
I guess when you're talking scale, it was a little bit small.
Yeah,
but the figures. I mean, the figures fit nicely in them.
Yeah,
their heads stick out though above the canopy.
But
the canopy's a little small.
Yeah.
I went to go see the Batmobile, the 66 Batmobile with McFarlane Toys, and after looking at the toy and then looking at the car, this is kind of small. The canopy is tiny.
Yeah,
where that light sits above, next to their head. Yeah.
So real quick, guys, Wesley is bringing up the Voltron line, releasing middle of this year. Have y'all heard about this? Anybody heard about it?
From who? I'm not sure who's doing it.
Playmates.
So Geek Fusion says Playmates is reissuing new 80s Voltron mechs in May or June.
Okay.
So I thought I saw a solicitation for that in the same book that the Biker Mice stuff was in.
Okay.
I thought.
I saw they had something going on sale on BBTL for Voltron, like maybe about a week ago.
Okay, maybe that's could be the same stuff. Hey, Chris, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you here. Here's
Marsha.
JB. Yeah, Marsha.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
So, how many of these have you gotten, guys? I know that I saw Sabretooth and Wolverine, I think, over there in Man Cave.
I've just got Sabretooth and Wolverine, so I love these and would love to do them all. but they're very big, and they're like 220 to 260 a piece. So that's a lot. Now I'm going to do Omega Red, so I'm definitely going to do him. I just want to do them all. Gambit, I may do Gambit.
Are the prices different? Are the prices different for Sabretooth and like Jubilee?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. There's a difference in price between the two.
I just watched your Sabretooth video a couple days ago.
Yeah, man, that figure is amazing. It may be the best Sabretooth figure anyone's ever done. It is.
I think all these are probably the best X-Men figures ever.
I mean, the Wolverine, I'm looking at him. He is perfect. He is absolutely perfect. The Omega Red, the only thing about him, and I'm going to get him, I believe, but he has a lot of cell shading on him in comparison to the others. I don't know why they did that with him. Wolverine and Sabretooth have such minimal that you can almost say it's not cell shaded. It's so you can look at them. I mean, it's such a minimal shading, but for whatever reason, Omega Red, they just went a little crazy with the cell shading.
You can't even really see any cell shading on Wolverine in these photos.
You can't. You really can't. I mean, I can look at them over there. You could almost argue they're not cell shaded.
Yeah.
Granted, they're kind of supposed to be, and
you can see it on Jubilee shorts right there.
Yeah, look at Jubilee shorts.
I think Wolverine's right leg, the bottom is you can see a little bit.
Yeah. It is. There's some darker yellows on his legs, that kind of thing. But Omega Red, I don't know, Dan, if you have a picture of just him, but it is so evident on him.
Whoever took these photos, position them right for that cell shade to actually take effect. Because it's hard for us to tell what shadow. Because she has it. Wolverine has it, but you can hardly see it.
Yep.
Good photography.
Dan, they're missing Mr. Legend.
He is graduating this May and will be starting his career, so he'll be back. I say he'll be back. He'll be back home. Whether or not he'll pick up the camera again, I don't know.
So Damien, on this, they're tackling Man-Bat, for the Batman animated series. So I see no reason they wouldn't be willing to tackle Sauron. And I will 100% be on that because he was one of my favorite villains from the X-Men universe. So be all about that.
I love my Torbjorn Sauron.
Yes. So Leper Messiah, I just started following this guy maybe a week ago on Instagram, War Weasel. So this guy does like custom Battle Beast.
Like the actual smaller size?
No, he does them with he takes Mythic Legions, and I think it looks like a Mythic Legion's body. He does some of the coolest looking custom figures I have ever seen in my life. Just go check him out. War Weasel 83 Battle Beast. They are crazy. I want to hit this guy and be like, dude, do me like what is it? Sawtooth, the shark. I would love to have a Battle Beast.
A while back we had done a video showing off some Kickstarter that was trying to do something similar to that.
Similar, yeah. And this, I think it got funded. I mean, I think it's probably in production. Any collecting NP Beast Wars, Masterpiece Beast Wars. I'm just getting in and can find a Megatron for less than an arm and a leg. I've collected Masterpiece figures multiple times over my collecting career. I think Sintastic has a few.
Yeah,
I have a few kind of,
but like the G1 inspired ones.
Yeah, G1 inspired. Yeah. Here's a question: do y'all think they'll have Dick Tracy figures since a new comic is coming? That's a good question.
I would love to see Dick Tracy figures again, but Warren Beatty has held on to that license for so long. And me and you were talking about that, man cave, at that convention we went to with Century. I don't know that we'll ever get it because he's just being greedy with it for some reason.
It's like he doesn't want to do anything with it.
Mm-hmm. No one has the license for Dick Tracy right now.
Warren Beatty. He owns the whole...
no toy company.
No.
Oh damn! Okay, I didn't know that. That explains why I haven't seen really any Dick Tracy figures. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, just the movie figures was all we had back in the day.
Yeah. And that Rogue looks amazing, don't it?
And look at this massive stand she comes with.
Pretty sweet.
It's crazy. It's kind of reminiscent of the Mezco Wolverine stand a little bit.
Yes. Yep.
I want to collect one of these, at least one. I would like to have the Wolverine, or if not, Rogue and Gambit.
That would be a cool pair. Like if you get one, you kind of got to have the other.
Yeah, it's like that, especially after their promo shots with Gambit and Rogue. You're like, come on.
Yeah.
Way to sell 2 figures for
hey,
one.
That's Damon's got a good point. Mezco has done Dick Tracy, so I don't know how that worked.
That's a Toy Collector magazine. They're saying that, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, interesting. And those figures look amazing. The Dick Tracy 112 figures look awesome that Mezco's doing.
Yeah.
What don't they do? That's amazing, though.
That's true. That's true. I just saw they teased Batman animated this weekend.
Oh, did they?
I'm like, oh my gosh!
Are you kidding?
I have no choice but to get them. I sent Sintastic. I sent them to you on Instagram. That they teased the joke.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
They didn't tease them. They literally put their heads up. Like it's the head of Joker and it's the head of Batman for Mezco. So I mean, I'm all in. I'm all in on anything they want to throw at me. And that
thing is, I've gotten like all the McFarlane ones, like from the animated series. I'm like, oh my god, now I have to get the Mezco too.
You have to get Mezco. There's no way you can not get the Mezco ones.
I actually love the McFarlane ones. So
Do you guys often collect figures like you have the McFarlane ones? Would you collect the Mezco ones, even though they're from the same show? Would you have like 2 of the same set from different companies?
I have. Yeah.
He buys everything. If it comes up, he's buying it. Man Cave has a rule supposedly that he doesn't want 2 of the same thing in his room. That rule has been broken multiple times, but
so there's a couple lines that I absolutely will break that rule.
Yeah.
And not a couple lines, there's a couple properties. Mm-hmm. There's a couple characters. So Batman animated is one of them.
Yeah.
X-Men is another. I have Marvel Legends, I have Mafex, and then Return of Superman.
Yes.
I will buy Return of Superman in every line. I don't care if all the lines out there decide they're going to do Return of Steel. Superboy.
I still haven't found the McFarlane Steel. I still haven't found him.
Dude, that thing looks amazing.
I haven't found that either.
Dude, look, so I got
I have the Mafex one, but
listen. Yeah. $19 on Amazon. I ordered him on like a Thursday. He was here Friday morning for $19.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I feel like I can find them online easy, but like I feel like that's when I'll come across in a store.
Don't get prideful with your toy hunting. Get on Amazon and get this guy for like $19. He'll be at your door tomorrow. Like just go get him.
I do have to ask one thing,
Claudio. When are we getting Cyborg Superman?
That's what I was going to ask because there was a tease or a leak a long time ago for a weird-looking Cyborg Superman. Did they change their mind on that?
Not that I know of. I don't think he's even in the foreseeable future for at least for like the next couple months. Like I have a mental calendar of what's on there, and I don't remember seeing that on there. But it could come out, and I'm sure we'll get to it. Like
I mean, he's the only one.
Honestly, punch it in the comments. You'd be surprised how powerful comments are. Just write that you want that figure, and we'll see it. We report all those findings, all those comments. They do go a long way.
So Leopard Messiah says he's got Legends fatigue, and he's really into multiverse. So that's good to hear. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, you've heard me say it myself. I sold 400 Legends just so I could jump into these other lines I'm in. So
that's true. Yeah. It's crazy, the evolution of your collection. I've always been just spastic. Just I'm here, I'm there, I'm all over the place. I'm selling this, I'm into this line, I'm back into this line. I sell stuff off, lose money, then go buy at the higher premium again, 3 years later because I hate that I sold it off. Dan was always so stable. I was almost jealous of his stability because it was just, if it ain't a Marvel Legend, you didn't buy it.
Yep.
And now
you haven't sold your wrestlers, have you?
He did.
I sold my wrestlers.
You did?
I sold them. I did.
And you didn't tell me?
I sold them all. It was literally like a spur of the moment thing. Me and the wife packed them all up and we took them to the toy shop and sold them all, man. Now, I did keep a lot of the higher end, expensive in-box stuff. I didn't sell any of my signed figures. So, like you got me that Kane, you got me the Hogan. Those are all hanging on the wall over there. I got the Kane that I got signed. So I kept a lot of the kind of higher end. I kept my belts, like my.
Did you keep Legion of Doom?
Did not, but I told the wife promised me if I sold my loose ones, I could buy them back mint in box, because that's what I really want. I really want them back mint in box, the Mattels, mint in box. I want the red shoulder pad versions, because I've had a mint in box once. I sold that, then I bought them loose, and I sold that. She promised me if I sold the collection off, I could buy them back.
Dude, before you do things like that, just call me. First of all, I'll buy some from you, and then I'll talk some sense into you. Don't be listening.
Yeah, well, I probably would have just sent you the ones you wanted, versus you're not going to buy anything from me.
Wow, that was nice.
Yeah.
That didn't happen ever used on Motu Classics.
Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. But Oleg has sent me enough things in the mail that I would owe him. I would owe him a few wrestling figures. He sent me a few care packages before.
That took you 2 years to open.
That is actually true. Yeah, you sent it like back in 2019. I just got around to it just about
what was that one ago that I sent you? And I forgot all about it. And you're like, "Oh, I just opened up."
I opened that, and it had a little love note written on it from you and everything, and a video game,
and I was like, I completely forgot all about it, because it was like literally almost 2 years later.
I think that was one that you found me a Motu Origins figure that I couldn't find, and then you put like 2 PlayStation games in it.
Yeah.
And Dan, I think, was over here helping me unbox some stuff, because I did. I had
you were opening every one of the Origins and sticking on the shelf. Yeah,
we were, and we were like, what is this? And it, the postmark was like 2 years ago, and we're like, what the heck is? I don't even know what that is. And we opened it up, and I was like, oh, this is from Sintastic. Such a good friend.
You get a thank you letter 2 years later.
Yeah.
Sin's disappointment in Man Cave is real.
Oh, 100%.
I let him down.
I understand it totally. Hey, so anyway, I had sold the Savage Land set myself as well, the old SDCC when that was out there, and but now knowing that this Khazar and Zabu is a fan channel exclusive, that kind of disappoints me a little bit, because I'm not really I don't want this whole wave.
Yeah. There's definitely a few I got to get, though. I got to get Khazar. Everybody's wanting Wolfsbane, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's something we all been waiting on forever.
Yeah. So they got the animated series 2-packs here, of course, plastic free, looking VHS boxes that do nothing for the shelves. And thank you so much, Todd McFarlane, for not ever going plastic free. I know he did on a few of the box sets and the vehicles. But other than that, he stayed with the plastic on the back.
Those energy blasts look. Have they used those before?
Yeah, they've used these.
Yeah, those are. I think I have it on Scarlet Witch has those.
Yeah. I like the hands, though, from Morbius. The fact that he's got the teeth or whatever you want to call it in his hands.
Oh, yeah. I see that. I actually didn't notice that when I originally saw that.
And this was extremely expensive. These 2-packs are ridiculous. You get the Prowler without his mask.
That is awesome right there.
Yeah, it looks good.
And look, he's got claw hands and fists. How about that?
The retro packaging kills me. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you don't want to open it up.
I know. It's the hardest part.
Yeah, you can't open these up.
You got to buy them loose so you save yourself the grief.
Yeah. Now, is that just a repack of the other Carnage?
It looks well. I mean, the head sculpt is absolutely different. Now,
Yeah.
I'm looking at my Carnage back here.
Yes, it's that same body.
Yeah, it looks like the same body, but let me see the head sculpt.
Yeah, that head is completely different. He didn't have those teeth like that.
Oh yeah, it's because his teeth. I love how they actually sculpted in the black symbiote, but you can see. Let me take over the camera here. You can see
it's all black instead of the white.
Yeah, it's all black. Yeah, but I mean, this looks amazing. I mean, that's a really nice looking Carnage, but I think actually I don't. What do y'all think? Do you like the black better? Or
I don't like the teeth.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of like the black looks better. Which is more comic accurate? I guess both probably. He's probably been both ways, hasn't he? I guess.
Yeah. I kind of like both of them. I think as a stationary pose, I'd probably want the teeth one because I'd probably put him in a dynamic pose with those weapons, and I would imagine he's showing some fangs.
The weapons are very cool. I definitely like the axe hand. I think the axe hand is awesome. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Oh man, so sick.
I like it, but I'm not that deep anymore.
Yeah.
And I definitely did not get the Valeria and the Franklin because I wanted them more as a kid instead of teenagers.
I'll take any Wolverine.
You had to take in. Well, this is the year for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cave, you still have your Hulk 181, right?
Oh gosh, yes. The comic books never leave, man. The comic books will never leave. They'll actually, after I'm long dead and gone, my kids will sell them off at a yard sale.
You have to give if Mr. Sintastic outlives you, you need to give his number to them and say, let him sell them for a proper price.
Yeah. I will tell the wife that, look, hey, before y'all do anything crazy, if I happen to go before Sintastic, which I don't think I will, he's like 25 years older than I am. So, but he gets dibs. He gets dibs on the comic.
I just want your Turtles #1. That's all. I'll sell everything for you, and I just get the Turtles #1.
Just keep the Turtles #1 second print.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
probably the best thing that you can have.
Yeah, honestly, it probably is.
Hey, Kyle put a comment in there that says all the comic legends this year are going to be fan channel exclusives. That would be awful.
Is that true?
Oh no.
Or is he just kind of assuming? Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. That would be awful though.
All right, let's see. Kyle says, how many of these will be bought in the Wolverine sold for pennies for people that just want a Spidey?
I mean, that's the way it is with the other Wolverine 2-packs. I myself don't want the Wolverines. I just want, who comes with the Wolverine in these 2-packs.
Yeah. Wesley says, I think they've made enough money off that Wolverine mold to last a lifetime. That's a fact. I mean,
you guys don't want your Wolverines. You just let me know, okay?
You just keep, people keep buying them. I mean, it's like Batman.
You
make as many as you want. People are going to just keep buying them.
He sells.
Yeah, it sells. It's, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. Yeah. What sells more than those 4 names,
I don't think anyone, to be honest.
I do have to say, Todd has gone a little. We'd also look. I have to say, Todd has gone a little bit crazy with the amount of Batmans he has done.
Oh, dude! I hope you're ready.
Oh God,
there's a lot. There's a lot. It never ending, but
that's one of the hardest videos really for me to keep up with. Right there is the amount of Batmans he does.
Yeah, it gets to be a little too much. But it says the guy that has just a line of Batman right here.
Which, if that's all you collected was a Batman, that's perfect. That would be awesome. Yep. But again, I can't do all the variants myself.
I didn't get the Batmans. I only got the one Batman today from Action Comics 27, the first appearance. I didn't get the other two because, to me, I don't need those. I I don't need all the Batman. I'll take the rarer ones. Like Batman #1, you kind of have to have a Batman #1. So that's why I got it. But you're right. Too many Batman.
This is a great 3-pack. I don't know what it's going to look like when it comes, but definitely a much needed upgrade for some of these.
What's happened to Sintastic here?
I was about to text you, and like kicked me out, and then I was backstage, and you wouldn't let me back in.
Oh, I just figured you went to apply your nail polish from back there behind you.
I've been doing my nails this entire time, dude.
This entire time, yeah, exactly.
Show us.
This is that. Yeah, I like the shield pack there. Is that a 3-pack? Is that what that is?
They haven't showed us what it's going to come out as, but I'm going to assume it's a 3-pack.
The Dum Dum Dugan is a absolute must.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's something, you know, we got to get. And then the Nick Fury's cool. I mean, I would, you know, I would be fine with, you know, any version of Nick Fury. But we never got this version of him in this Shield costume, right?
Every time we've ever gotten him, it's always been the Samuel L. Jackson version.
Right. Okay.
Are those the same bodies, only different accessories like belts?
Well, looking at Dum Dum, he looks like he's taller than me, but
he should be.
Yeah, it looks like he's thicker too.
Yeah, if they scale him properly, he should be a little bigger.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm hoping what they do with this is we'll get even more heads than what they're showing us here.
Mm-hmm.
And be able to, you know, not just get these 3, but continue to army build with it and have other Shield agents. Of course, I know that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work with Sharon, but with the other 2 that would.
Yeah. I can't tell though if Dum Dum's bigger because the way he's posed, like he's kind of closer. He's closer to the camera, so
he could be standing forward. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can kind of tell by the way his left leg is. He's kind of coming toward the camera, so yeah, it's almost like, is he bigger or is it just?
But if you look at like his right shoulder compared to Nick Fury's left, like side by side, he's higher. So
he's higher. Yeah, I hope they scaled him a little bigger. So, Hal Jordan says, "What's up, man cave and cave dwellers? What's going on there, buddy?
What's going on, Hal?
Got a lot of Canadian flags coming in. I think this is like the 2nd or 3rd Canadian flag I've seen come in on the chat.
Yeah, bring them all.
Yeah, got a lot of Canadian support there.
But yeah, I mean, I just look at this wave and I'm like, why did you mix? Why is this not just X-Men?
Yeah,
that cable looks really good.
Yeah, like, that cable's the only one I grabbed from the.
I had to get the cable and Wolf.
Man, he looks great.
Yeah,
that is a great looking cable. You know, I kind of wish, and I have the cable back there. I kind of wish they would redo the cable. You know, like the '90s X-Force cable.
I love that figure.
It's a great looking figure, but there's something about it that I just wish they would slightly tweak or redo to give us a little more, maybe a little more 90s.
Less pouches.
Yeah, well, it just, to me, it doesn't look quite as 90s. I don't know if it's the colors or what. If you go back and look at that Toy Biz cable, the original Toy Biz cable,
it was a lighter blue.
Yeah, it was lighter blue. It was really 90s. Yeah. This one is a little more of kind of like cable today versus that 90s look. So maybe we'll get that at some point. I don't know.
That Red Widow looks so cool. I don't know what Red Widow is, but that looks like a cool figure, man.
She is from the Winter Guard, that Russian team.
Oh, okay.
And this was kind of heated to us one day during one of the streams. They kind of did a poll. What type of Marvel Legend would you like to get? Would you want one that you've never seen before? Do you want one that you have seen, but it's a nice redo of it? And would you want one that used to be an SDCC exclusive? Mm-hmm. And the fans picked, we want a brand new figure. And this was the fan choice.
Okay. Is this, are you a fan of this pick?
No.
You're not a fan? Okay.
No. Like I said,
we didn't know. Army Builder figure?
No.
Oh, okay. So it's a unique character. Yeah, I have no idea who this character is. I thought it was just badass.
If I was full in like I used to be, then I'd be like, yeah, I want this wave. But I'm so specific with what I pick now. It's like, shoot, I don't want these full waves anymore. So Hasbro Pulse is giving y'all free shipping, huh? In Canada. Interesting.
Oh, damn.
That's
that's awesome. That's cool to hear. That's good.
That's huge if they do that.
They're getting some more cash from me, I guess.
Yeah, you know what? That is the Marvel versus Capcom cable.
Yeah. But they're not soliciting as that, are they? They're not saying
is that actually the Marvel versus Capcom cable, or is that just what he looks like?
That does look like. I was just playing that recently. That does look. Yeah, I think that's what he looks like.
I figured he's not ripped enough to be in Marvel versus Capcom from Marvel versus Capcom. But that is a nice cable, and he comes with 2 guns. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not as many pouches as well. So sucks. I like my pouches. Did they even come up with the pouch? Do you guys know if they came up with that character?
Just say it again. I love how Canadians say pouch.
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 How do you say pouch over there?
Pouch.
Pouch. That's a very southern twang to that.
We say the same. What do you mean?
All right, so from day live stream with Hasbro, we had the G.I. Joe reveals. And first thing they said was, this is the name-only reveal. So we've been getting Dial Tone, Saw Viper, and Frag Viper.
Oh, that's sick.
So to me, the only one I'd care about is Dial Tone. And you don't do Joe's, Claudio?
No, I don't. I wish I did, but you got to pick and choose your battles these days. But I would do like a small line of G.I. Joe. Probably not this line. Probably more of the modern stuff.
Oh,
I do love my retro G.I. Joes, though. I still have all my brothers.
These aren't going to be retro. These are going to be the 6-inch classified stuff.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That was just name-only stuff. So we don't know what they're going to look like when they get classified yet.
Oh, these guys look sick.
Absolutely.
So these are going to be the retro card ones.
I love that.
These are going to be retro card ones?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. See, I'd be down for a So I've been falling in love with the Marvel Legends retro card. I just opened 3 of them yesterday, and I'm obsessed. I love the entire, because I've never got into Marvel Legends before until now. So I did like the old early 2000 or late 2000 stuff. I got into that stuff, but the retro card, fantastic. I'm glad to hear that the G.I. Joes are on retro card too, because that's something I might dabble in.
Hey, B Drew 90, the extra head they pointed out for Nick Fury, is it the white version head, or is it another black version head? Because it would be cool if they actually did the neck and the head pop out and gave you the original white version. Yeah, I'm good with these retro cards. They've redone the card stock on them, because that first run of the retro cards that they had were pitiful.
They were so flimsy.
They were destroyed.
And remember, they would send them in the in little mailers.
Walmart shipping is awful. Yeah.
Oh God, they all came destroyed.
What Sabretooth is Barnes Arcade talking about?
I'm thinking he's talking about the 2-pack, because I'm sure he's not talking about your Mondo one. Oh, he's talking about the Sabretooth Tiger. He's talking about Zabu, probably.
Oh, maybe so. The Build-A-Figure. The Build-A-Figure. Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, he said it is the white version of Nick Fury. You would think they would. You kind of think they, from a business standpoint, it would have been smarter just to put that out as a whole separate figure down the line. But I guess this could also make folks are going to want to buy it now. They're going to want to buy the 3-pack multiple times if they got different people head options. I don't know. You're going to need the extra bodies for the extra heads,
Yeah.
All right, we got a question real quick. Do y'all ever think there will come a day when all action figures will be only available for purchase online, or will there always be a presence in Target and Walmart? So let's just go down the line. Sintastic, start us off on that one.
Yes, and I don't think that day is that far off, honestly.
Yeah.
See, I don't see the Walmarts and the Targets shutting down like the malls are.
No, it's not that they're shutting down, but I don't think there's going to be a toy presence of figures the way there is now.
For adults, maybe. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, maybe for adults, but there's always going to be a toy aisle.
There's going to be a toy aisle, but it's going to be nothing that we're interested in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You might get the Hasbro stuff in there though. right?
I don't know. They're struggling right now too. So
yeah, I mean, this stuff is sitting on the shelves, and everything's going to clearance. Everything's ending up at Ross. I mean, it's.
I think that was just they thought that the market was really good because of the amount of money that we were getting during the COVID stuff. So we were like all buying so much.
Yeah.
That the inventory, they were like, oh, we got to step up inventory because everybody's buying everything.
But now, like, after they put everything on clearance, at least in a lot of my local Walmarts and Targets, like the shelves are pitiful. There's just nothing. So I don't know. I feel like we're 5 years or less away from it being gone.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see the clearance stuff like you were though.
Yeah,
it's just going to be if we get lucky to see it in there. So you better pre-order if you need it.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news for the Big Bad Toy Stores, Entertainment Earths, McFarlane stores. I mean, that's great for all the online retailers.
That's where collectors are going to go.
Yeah. Hey, I do have to ask this one question. I don't want to throw McFarlane on the bus again, or Hasbro, or any of those Super 7. Why is it that if they're the ones that are creating the product and they're not shipping it out to somebody, that they have the same price as all the other distributors?
Can you repeat that last part?
Yeah, they have the same price as all the other distributors. You would think that if they're the producers and they're not, sending it out to all these distributors, that they would actually be able to lower the price.
Oh boy, how do I break this one down? It all really depends on how much the distributor could buy. Sometimes there's a limit to if you have to buy a certain amount in stock to be able to even buy products. Like I know if you want to distribute McFarlane, you might need about $1 million. Might need to buy $1 million worth of product. And if you can, great, they might lower the price. But if you can't, then they might increase the price. Not too sure how the logistics work for any of that stuff. My knowledge on the distribution side.
So they're basically what you're saying is that the other distributors are able to keep their prices the same as McFarlane because they bought so many of them. So McFarlane has actually dropped the price for them.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's all based on buying in bulk.
It is all buying in bulk. I went to New York Toy Fair, and like we had people come up and say, we'd like to buy your products, distributors, right? And we had to turn a lot of people down because, when they heard that, whoa, you got to buy a certain amount, like, it's intimidating. You got to buy a lot. It's all about bulk, right? If you can't afford it, then yeah.
Yeah, that was what Nerd Zoic was saying. He's got his own toy store now. He stayed away from McFarlane for a long time because he couldn't get them to give him a deal.
Yeah. It's. I wonder. I'm always curious to see what other companies, how their distribution works. But like ours is, to me, it sounds crazy high. But I don't know. Maybe it's like that for Hasbro and Super 7, or maybe not Super 7. I'm not sure if, like, depending on how big your brand is, if that has any effect or whatnot. But like, I know McFarlane won't ship to smaller retailers.
Mm-hmm. You would think price absolutely has to do with brand. I mean, you think about, you go to Super 7 figures, they're $55 and up.
Yeah.
You go to a McFarlane, you're getting it for, I just got a brand new steel figure for $19 on Amazon.
Yeah.
So it's, I'm sure it completely depends on how much you can manufacture. That obviously cuts down on cost. And then at the same time, how much you can buy from McFarlane is going to obviously, affect what you're buying at wholesale,
And when I look at this McFarlane steel compared to your Super 7 Ultimates, both 7-inch scale, I don't get as much Ultimate, accessories and everything, but I mean, the quality is so much better, honestly.
But something, one thing this is a problem I have sometimes, and I love my Super 7 Ultimates. I have a ton of them, basically every line at this point that they do of Ultimates. I can only
this one.
Oh, that's a nice figure. That's a nice figure. But I can only display them with one set of accessories. So all those other accessories just go in a bag that end up in, out in storage. and I never mess with them again. And I would bet that's most collectors. So you give people 9 sets of hands and 4 head sculpts and 7 different weapons, and I would bet most collectors after day 1 never touch a lot of those accessories again.
Never. You know what? Like, I cranked out all the accessories I possibly could on this guy. His shields on him. Why he has 4 swords is beyond me.
Right. When
he only has 3 sheaths,
Yeah.
So accessories are weird. Like, I don't entirely agree that we need all the accessories from a toy photography standpoint. Yes. But as like a collector, I don't know if we need. Just give me like 2 good hands, maybe a third hand. Maybe.
I agree. If you could cut the price of a Super 7 Ultimate and maybe give me just a few less accessories, get us down into that $40 price point, maybe somewhere in there.
Which is where we started. They were $35 each when he first started, I think.
35 is what I was buying them for originally. Yeah.
Cave, did you end up ever getting in the mail yet the Turtles 4-pack of the Mezco ones?
No, that got delayed, I think.
I think that's actually coming soon.
I saw somebody have it in package, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I've seen that it started to ship.
I think if you bought from Mezco directly, I think they were saying they were getting shipping notices on them. But typically, like mine is pre-ordered through BBTS, maybe, I think. Yeah. Typically, they're a month, 2 months, sometimes 3 months behind, what Mezco's doing as far as shipping.
Okay.
I want to say one thing real quick about this. It's so nice to be getting these small vehicles finally.
That looks great.
Yeah.
That 4-wheeler. Oh, give me that. Damn.
Did the Super 7 Ultimates Transformers line die out? Haven't seen anything else said about that line. It should die out. They're actually horrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah. That was just one line too many right there. And honestly, as far as it's really cool that they were trying to really do the G1 look. It did have a very cartoony G1 look to it. But to some extent, I almost feel like the red line kind of like just bummed everybody out on like non-transforming Transformers.
Yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose of it. What's the point?
Yeah. Now I will say one of my favorite lines in the whole wide world is the MDLX 30 Transformers line that they're doing right now. Those look fantastic.
Are they non-transformable too, or are they transformable?
Non-transformable, but they have die cast in them. They are very well priced. I mean, they are some of the best looking figures on the market right now. Absolutely at the price point that they are, but they're slightly stylized. They're G1 with a stylized look. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta kind of go into it knowing. See, I hate transforming Transformers. I don't hate transforming Transformers. I hate doing the action of transforming them because
I still have the MP Jetfire in box because I'm intimidated to open it up and transform it.
Dude, I could literally see you looking like a 97-year-old trying to do a Rubik's Cube if you tried to do that. Like, don't even attempt that.
I mean, I opened it up and I see it. I mean, it's like it's in jet mode and it's huge. I'm like, oh my God. And I just packed it back up. I'm like, another day.
You just got to buy 2, one to leave transformed and one to leave non-transformed.
You gotta pay somebody to do it though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna watch a video and like take it slow, but it's probably gonna take like 2 hours.
Yeah. So Jordan agrees with Claudio here. It just doesn't do much for him personally, not being able to transform a Transformer.
Yeah.
So I would have loved if Super 7, when they were doing this, would have sent them out to you with both the bot form and the car form. You get 2 different figures. Boom, you got them both on the shelf at the same time. Good to go.
Yeah.
Double the plastic, but they should have tried for at least one of those figures. Like give us one. Bumblebee. Try it with him. See how how it does.
Right.
So this is one of my favorites.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Did you guys see the Canon camera transformer? It's like a Canon SR camera transforming. It's amazing. It looks so cool. I really want it. I don't have many Transformers. That's one I would probably want to get. It's a dumb concept, and I love it.
Oh, it's cool. Yeah,
cameras.
It is cool.
This was one of my favorite 3 3/4 inch Joes back in the day, and they did him justice, and they gave him even more.
Yep.
So not only do we get the Warthog in articulation, but we also get a monkey. Naga hide.
Look at all those beautiful accessories.
Oh yeah.
It's not, yeah, like this one looks like it does, like it needs all those accessories, right? It's not like he comes with extra size or extra throwing stars. Like I could imagine he can put all those weapons on him at once.
And that's the thing about the G.I. Joe Classified. I don't have any, hardly any, in storage anywhere. Everything stores on their bodies usually.
Yeah. I think that's how it should be with a toy, man. Like, there's no need to have a storage of accessories. It's crazy. It's crazy.
But I do say make sure you get extra hands and hands. Yeah. Yeah, the Warhol looks amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, Oleg, how far are you in this line now?
I'm completely out.
You got out of it now?
No. I sold everything.
Wow. You should have told me first, man. I'm just kidding.
If you guys are selling anything, you got to tell each other.
You got Doc with the stretcher.
That's pretty cool.
And again, all these things peg onto him, so it's not like you got to stick him in storage anywhere.
Yeah.
You got your Dreadnought torch, so this will finish up the original trilogy of your Dreadnoughts.
Is that a flame effect? That is a cool flame effect. And it comes with 2 of them, too.
It comes with 3.
Oh, yeah, I guess
I'm sorry. He just had to flip over another picture, plus the little one right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. That is cool right there.
And his glasses look like they're actually sculpted on, so that's perfect because the buzzer, they did not put his glasses on there very well.
That looks like a fun toy to have.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I love fun-looking toys.
I don't know about y'all, but I was in love with Jinx in the 80s movie for Joe.
Damn.
So you're going to be getting this figure?
Oh,
Ninjas. I'm in.
Yeah, all 3 of these are coming on. 4 of these are coming home.
Nice.
Love that. Oh, I love the ninja without the head without the bandana covering the eyes. I love that ninja mask. That looks sick.
Yeah.
Then you got the bandana because she trained to be blind because her sensei was blind.
Yeah, cool.
Don't know much about the Night Creeper, so he looks cool, but I don't care anything about him.
Nice sword. Shit. Damn.
And then the Target exclusive Tiger Force stuff. I could do without that myself, but G.I. Joe was one of the bigger franchises out there that did a lot of repaints back in the day.
A Mind Seeker. That's pretty cool. That little robot.
And then you have another. This will attach to the back of your HISS tank, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go that far with it. But they went back and we're plastic free here. Those missiles are 9 inches each.
Wow!
Holy crap! Those are huge. Sorry.
That is. That's crazy.
And there it is connected to the tank.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Wowzers!
That looks amazing.
Yeah, together they're
What's that? I got it. Yeah, it's up on a different shelf. I couldn't fit it on my regular shelf.
Oh, I like those stands.
You do have it. You do have that tank, Danny?
Yeah, I got the HISS tank.
Okay.
I had it pre-ordered, and when I was still into the classified line. By the time it arrived, I had already gotten rid of everything, so I never even took it out of the box. I just traded it into one of the toy stores locally.
Did you trade it in for a value or for a loss?
No, for value.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I got
that's a for you.
Yeah. No, he hooks me up. So.
There's a good point. Don't need 3 heads, 10 hands, 5 swords, but throw in some animals and other items for a diorama and I'm all in. Yeah, that's something. I mean, Classified's doing a good job of that. I think
and their articulation is amazing.
They may be one of the best lines as far as that. All right, did anyone buy Origins Eternia?
I regret that I didn't, but I didn't. The thing is, I have nowhere to put it. That thing is so huge.
Claudio, do you do any Motu?
No, I want to because I love the way the figures look, but that's a steep line that once I get in, I think I have to commit for, again, the main cast. It's not a small main cast either,
Right.
But now's a good time to start back over again because they got the new cartoon looking ones.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
the Filmation.
I know.
Which I like. I like that show. So I might jump into it. I don't have any He-Man except one He-Man figure.
I know Century got Eternia.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got a Grayskull and Snake Mountain, and even that, I have no idea where I would put. So,
and they're still in box, right?
Did you guys see that in person? What? Eternia? And
no, I've never seen it in person. It's huge, though.
It's huge.
Yeah. I've seen the original setup in person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
this is bigger, so
yeah, this is bigger. So
cool, man. It's been good having you, Claudio.
Guys, thank you for having me on. It was fun. I like doing this kind of stuff. Keeps me up to date with what's happening out there.
Yeah, man. Yes, it's fun to just kind of do a full out overview. Just hit everything, anything new that's come out. And if we could ever actually get these consistent, we do even better because then we could, hit it when there's big toy shows or whatever, kind of, structure them around those and kind of hit it when everything's super new coming out.
Yeah.
Wesley's asking, did I quit collecting Origins? I did. That is correct. But I do have the cartoon stuff that just come out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and you haven't cracked them off the card yet, right?
I hadn't. They're still on the card somewhere around here.
So I ordered mine from Amazon, and every single one of them that came to me was the card was just destroyed. And I was like, I wanted to keep those on card for once. I'm like, what the heck? So I was like,
they look great. The latest wave, I have BBTS. I got notified me that they shipped the one with like Trapjaw and I think Tila.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So those look good.
Yeah,
they look really nice. Well, cool. Well, that just about wraps things up for us tonight. I think that's all the toy news we could talk about. Claudio, obviously, thank you for coming on, man. I'm in my opinion, you're welcome anytime. We'll let you know when we're doing these. So we really need to kind of make our commitment to getting these, once a month. We get
say that every single time.
We do. We say it every time. Next from Falling Wave should be Glasgow Willy Wonka experience with the unknown as the Build-A-Figure.
I'm telling you, if you guys have any ideas, just like throw them in comments to our posts because I see them and I can report them. I'm like, it does go a long way if you guys, comment. Like we do see it. So
I got guys in my comments that will literally list out their dream waves and their Build-A-Figure for that dream wave all the time. So
keep posting. Maybe if maybe shorten that huge list to like a couple and then at a time we'll go from there. But we look at it all.
I do want to say
bad feedback, whether it's Jokerize it or if it's another Batman, we love it all.
I do want to say this. Have y'all seen the new movie Iron Claw yet?
Yeah, man. I want to see that.
Golly, it's so good, but it frustrates me that they didn't even put the other son in there.
Yeah. They said it would be too depressing if they did. I'm like,
it's already depressing.
Well, if you're going to go, you go.
So,
but it was good. Real good movie.
I mean, it's one of those movies where it is. It's a really good movie, but you watch it once and that's it.
Yeah,
it's not rewatchable.
It frustrated me about how big the actor was that played Carrie because he was like the biggest brother almost.
Yeah,
and he was like the smallest one in the movie. So
yeah, but he was the biggest star, so they could probably cut some slack there.
No, not Zach. Zach was Kevin.
No. I said Slack. They caught it because the guy who played Carrie is like the biggest, in popularity-wise, actor.
Really?
So yeah.
I've never seen him before.
Oh yeah, he's mostly on in shows. Like he's on the Bear, which is like a big show. It's really popular.
Okay.
So he's like very popular actor right now. So they probably were like, all right, you don't have to bulk up. Don't worry about it. We're just happy to have you.
He did bulk up, Oleg.
No,
he tried.
He did not look like Carrie Von Erich.
No, that dude was a beast.
But Zac Efron really bulked up.
He sure did. He was too big.
Yeah, that's true. Like Efron was bigger than Kevin.
Yeah, way bigger.
Because Kevin was kind of lean and yeah.
I do wish that what was I going to say? I'll get back to that later.
I need to watch Iron Claw. It's on the list.
Yes.
It's definitely a good movie.
Okay. Nope, lost it again.
I'm actually going to a wrestling convention signing. I think it's March 16th, and Kevin Von Erich is going to be there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
yeah, he's living in Hawaii right now. So
yeah, he's the only one. He's the only one left.
Yep. Such a sad. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I can't believe I had no idea that Kerry had lost his foot and still wrestled.
That came out years later. Like that was not known at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He somehow managed to hide it from everyone. The fact that he was able to move around and like flawlessly,
and not even see any kind of limping or anything.
It's crazy that he was able to pull that off. So, but no, very good movie. So
we need to do us a movie live
stream
at some point. Yeah, we used to kind of cover movies in some of our earlier live streams. We kind of had a movie section and talked about movies.
We got a question here. If any of us are going to Toylanta.
I think we've got. Yeah, I know we got some friends that are going to be part of that. Yeah,
I know our little buddy Bite Size Geek is going.
Yeah, it's everything I hear. It's an amazing toy show.
Yeah. I just got too much stuff going on right around this time, so it's because I'm gonna be going. I'm not gonna go to WrestleMania, but I'm gonna go to the like all the pre-events that week that they have. So I'm gonna go to like the WrestleMania World or whatever they're calling it. It's what it used to be WrestleMania Access. So I'm going to that, and
What about the Hall of Fame? Isn't that the same weekend too?
Yeah.
You wanted that?
No, I'm just like I said, I'm just gonna go to like the convention parts of it. Mm-hmm. So, and there's gonna be other wrestling conventions in Philadelphia in and around that time because of WrestleMania. So, I'm gonna go for a few days. So, then come home in time for the event to watch on my couch.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
The tickets are crazy expensive.
I contemplated buying the tickets to go watch Sting the last time right there in Greensboro. I think coming up the 3rd this Sunday.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's right around the corner, I believe.
How far is that from you guys?
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours.
You should go to that. Come on, it's
not bad.
Match.
That's Zach's birthday, so.
Yeah. Wesley, thanks for hanging out, man. We appreciate you hanging out too. Have a good rest of your week.
So, Claudio, how did you get the job with McFarland? That's a big question. A lot of people want to know about, employees of these toy companies.
So my boss, he contacted me. I used to work with him at another company that I worked for, and it was just, I knew my boss.
You knew the right person.
With him, it was recommendation type deal. And at the time I was working with I was an employee of his wife. So it was like very close knit group. It was pretty, I don't want to say like easy to get, but I mean, I did have to study marketing. That helped a lot, but it all came down to knowing the right person at the right time, being a big fan. That's really it. I mean, I just knew someone.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's really sometimes all it comes down to, right? Having pulling the right straw, right?
Now you said you live in Canada. Do they have like an office up there, or are you doing everything remotely?
So there is a head office in Quebec, but I work remotely. So our marketing team is pretty small, five people.
Wow.
So, and we all work remotely. Yeah, and we're all from the same town. We all live like within 30 minutes of each other. Yeah, and we all knew each other from previous work. So it was like, before I came to McFarland, I worked for a company, and my current boss, he worked for another company, but the big boss worked with both of us at another one. He kind of like picked us up because he knew we would do a good job.
What's like the coolest event that you've gone to as a result of like working for McFarland?
Probably New York Toy Fair. San Diego Comic-Con's cool. Even Toy Fair is fun. Sorry, I meant Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con. Last year when we went to Comic-Con, we had a party, like a fan party the day before Comic-Con started. So we got to meet. Todd was there. We invited a bunch of content creators. If you guys are close to New York or San Diego, hit me up, and then we might be able to invite you to. We can invite you to our pre-con party. But yeah, those events are really fun because that's where I got to meet so many content creators and photographers that I follow and have been following long before getting the job at McFarland. So it was cool to finally meet them, and I look up to these guys when it comes down to this stuff. And I watched Toy Shiz long before I got this job, and getting to meet him at Toy Fair was a blast. Meeting Blaine from Neca, I love that guy. I love seeing Toy Galaxy, or I love talking
Dan Larson.
I love Dan. Man. Dan's cool. Dan, Pixel Dan. I met Pixel Dan. So going to all these conventions and whatnot, and meeting your heroes and fellow content creators and people that have inspired you to continue in this collecting field, or shooting videos, shooting photos. Like it's fun getting to meet everyone because we're all the same. We're all geeks that love the same stuff, right?
I mean, it sounds like you're like living the dream essentially, as far as work is concerned.
It is. It's pretty awesome, man. Like it's nice knowing I can wake up and literally roll out of bed and start working on toy stuff. I've been collecting McFarlane toys again, like early 2000s, late 90s. Been a fan of Todd's work. I said earlier that if it wasn't for Spawn or Wolverine, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Spawn. I wouldn't have gone to art school. I came to art school, then I lived close to a comic book shop, started buying toys, buying all these. So like it trickles down, right? And it all comes down to one source. So it is kind of like a dream come true.
It's awesome that they let you basically talk about things like relatively freely, like even coming on. Like you don't have any restrictions about that, and that's really cool.
At first I was a little skeptical. Like 3 years ago, actually, almost. I started working for the company. It'll be 3 years in July. But at first I had to stay a little bit hush hush. But now that like we're kind of, it's good to have these people come out here and talk about McFarlane toys, whether they work for the company or not. I think we've gotten a little more laxed. My bosses trust me enough to not to spoil the beans. They know I'm a fan, so it's hard to like keep a fan away from what they love doing. Like,
you're talking to your people here, so
exactly right. So I'd be doing this regardless, and I think that's how they see it. It's cool being able to talk to you guys about it, but I wish I can say more about what's happening and coming down the line. But obviously, I'm excited.
We'll let you start dropping some hints next time.
Exactly.
We don't want him to lose his job now.
I just have random pictures up on the screen and just see what his face looks like whenever I pop him up or something next time.
Wait twice if yes.
Yeah.
Or I'll just shoot you guys a message. Are you ready for today's drop?
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
or
cool.
Yeah, subtle hints. I'll send you guys gifs or something, or gifs of another Batman.
Hey, Claudia, are you going to be going to New York Comic Con this year?
Yeah. Our tickets aren't booked or anything, but like we're actually in talks about it. San Diego is locked in. We're going to be at San Diego. So that's awesome. I already got my flight booked and everything for it. So if you guys are around.
I mean, I'm only 2.5 hours away from New York, so I go to New York Comic Con all the time. Cave, this sounds like this might be the year for you to come up.
Really, man. I think Claudio, you asked me, was it New York Toy Fair last year that you was like, hey, if you come up, we'll get you into to the after party? Or
to the party. It was
the party.
New York Comic Con party.
New York Comic Con.
Just come stay with me. We'll drive down. It'll be amazing.
Dude, that would be so amazing.
Yeah, honestly, the event parties are pretty cool, man. You get to meet. We usually have two parties. We have one for the industry, like Netflix will go there, Warner Brothers will be there, and then we have one for the fan event. And we'll invite you guys to like the fan event. That it's such a good time, man. Especially when I get asked, like, what would you want a Spawn drink to be? Name a couple things from Spawn that would make a cool drink for the cocktails,
That's cool.
Like all the whole, it's just a fun time, man. If you come, I highly recommend.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I actually did see McFarlane and Walking Dead again. I think I saw. We didn't talk about that, but I saw they were. I guess, is this going to be maybe figures based on the new shows that are dropping?
To be honest, I didn't know about that till that morning when I was told, hey, guess what? This is happening. So I don't even know if they're like figures or movie maniacs. They could be movie maniacs.
True. It could be movie maniacs. That'd be cool too, though. Get some Rick Grimes and Michonne type movie maniacs. That would be cool stuff.
Yeah. Nice 6-inch
I love those original movie maniacs lines.
Me too,
from like 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, those are amazing.
Way ahead of their time.
You look at them now, and like I have the Jason. Where's my Jason? I have Jason and Michael up here actually, and they look so bad. When you look at them like now versus a NECA, you put like the Michael beside the Michael, the NECA Michael beside the McFarlane.
I loved it. Like in the package, like the presentation was awesome. Like
Todd's all about presentation, man. That's his number one. If it doesn't look good on the shelf, no one's gonna buy it, and he has a good point. But I'm big into the environment, man, and if you guys collect McFarlane, you know how much plastic that packaging has.
Yeah. But if you go back to those, they were ahead of their time back then.
Oh, dude.
I mean, it's just much like the Spawn figures from like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Those were I know they weren't posable figures. They were kind of almost like the old Stactions. Dan knows all about the Stactions from Motu. But way ahead of everything else in sculpt, paint work. I mean, it was just unbelievable.
I mean, I'm a huge sports fan. And when McFarlane got the license for all the sports, I bought those up. I mean, I have tons of them.
Did you buy any of the new ones?
No. Yeah. But like the older ones, because I loved like the starting lineups. Like I had tons of those. And then like McFarlane got the license, and like especially like the hockey ones were incredible.
So good.
Yeah. So
people love the sports picks, man. Like they're a huge hit. It's weird. You may not think it, but they're not a sleeper. They're one of the bigger sellers. People love that stuff.
Have the new ones come out yet?
Oh yeah, we have a ton of new sports picks. We have a ton. Yeah, we have football. We have hockey. MLB, I think, is coming soon. Yeah. I don't know about soccer. I don't think we have soccer coming.
I mean, I always bought. I always bought them all. I have a ton of hockey ones, a ton of baseball. Yeah. I mean, I just buy the ones like for my teams. But I have a ton.
Yeah.
Like I have a Mariano Rivera, which I actually went and got signed by Mariano Rivera.
Oh, wicked!
So
awesome.
It's pretty cool. I love those.
Still in the clamshell and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So
yeah, he's got some a lot of sports picks that have been coming out.
Yeah,
you got the mascots that just came out earlier.
Mascots are funny. So bizarre.
Toronto Maple Leafs and is that the Canucks?
That's the Habs. Montreal Canadiens.
So Claudio, just quick question: who do you follow then?
Oh, we lost him.
I think Man Cave's dropping us off one at a time, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, guys, it's my bedtime. I'm just gonna eliminate y'all slowly. Make it look like
it's Montreal Canadiens.
Oh, here he's back. He's back. He's in the weight room. Let me add him.
All right.
Montreal Canadiens is your answer.
All right.
Yeah, the X-Files line was amazing. I have all of them hanging on the.
I have all the X-Files figures.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep.
Yeah, they're still in the blister packages, so I don't know what's wrapped up in those alien bags, like those body bags. Yes. I don't want to I think I know from seeing online, but I don't want to know.
That came with that came with Scully, right?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Cave's about to pass out. So,
man, I'm struggling over here. Even Kyle mentioned it earlier. He's like, man, he's about to fall asleep. but hey, seriously, this has been fun. It's been awesome to get back on here and do this. And let's do a quick roundtable here. So Dan, you lead us up here. Start us out.
Guys, I appreciate y'all joining us again on the Man Cave's channel here, and hopefully we'll be seeing more Man Cave's videos here soon. Like I said, he's been giving us little teases on Instagram with these little round tables. I said, just throw this on YouTube. Those are cool.
Mm-hmm.
They work well for stories. There you go.
Yep, that's true. Mr. Sintastic?
Thanks, guys, for showing up tonight and remembering who Man Cave is. And see, do you even collect anymore, bro?
Yeah, really. Oh my gosh, man!
That back wall's looking old.
Yeah, it is.
But it's a great time hanging out with you guys. Claudio, it was a pleasure meeting you and getting a chance to chat. And we love the comments from everybody in the chat. It's been awesome. We definitely need to do this more often. Absolutely.
I agree. Yeah. Fully agree. Claudio?
Yeah. Well, like you guys have said, yeah, thanks for coming, for letting me on. And thanks for everyone for coming in and checking out the video, the live stream. It's been a while. So it's good to be on here and be part of the community and be able to talk to you guys about, toys. It's nice. It's even nice for me to be able to talk to you guys about toys. It doesn't happen too often. So if I can do it again, you guys let me know. But yeah, thanks for everything. Absolutely. To the viewers and to you guys.
Absolutely. Well, and in your case, I'm sure your life revolves around McFarlane. So getting to kind of branch out and talk about a few other toy lines, being you're such a, you're a big collector. You don't just collect McFarlane. You like to collect a lot of different lines. So
yeah,
it's cool for you to kind of get out and branch it out a little bit and get to talk about some other stuff
and see what's new. New because it's hard to catch everything that's happening. So
I'm sure. Yeah. Heck, I don't think any of us can keep up with all the new stuff. There's so many big toy lines making releases, and then there's so many little independent companies that are popping up everywhere now between Kickstarter and different stuff. So it's hard to keep up with everything coming out. But yeah, guys, that's it. Appreciate everybody that come into the comment section and just kind of followed along and watched as we went. Obviously. Guys, the channel's been slow, but I'm gonna get back to it. Had some surgery. If you weren't in here originally, I've had knee surgery here a couple months ago and been just kind of taking it slow. And then I was coaching basketball, so it's just been a busy time. So hang in there. We'll get back to some more consistent content here in the coming weeks. But thanks for everybody that come out. We'll try to do this again in about a month. Y'all hold me to it. Everybody hold me to it in a month. Let's do this again, Claudio.
Yeah.
Well, the expectation you'll be with us going forward, if anytime you want to be. It's been a pleasure to have you on. And then obviously Sintastic and Dan, as always, with the amigos here. And it'd be nice to get our buddies, the Jersey Geek and Century, on here with us as well. JB's Toy Trunk. I hadn't had JB on in a while. So, yeah, it's been we got a couple of us kind of from the crew that, we hadn't been able to get us all together for a while. So hopefully we can do that soon. But that's it, guys. Thank you. Until next time, we'll see you.
See you guys.
Good.